Let me get this set up on here. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing paid tarot today. My free tarot is going to be happening on Monday nights. I got that pinned in the description as well. So if anybody would like an instant read, just feel free to hop on and let me know. Just going to chill here for a minute. Noku, hey Jazz, glad to see the gator didn't get you. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, right? I just hopped on a little bit spontaneously today. And also yesterday. That was fun. But the gators were actually pretty chill. They were, well, I guess as chill as a gator could be if you don't mess with them, you know? But usually they'll let you just walk right by, I guess, and there. You know? Most of the time they were just showing their little areas and you had to really look for them, you know? There's one of them that looked like an actual log. An actual log in the water with all like the green like moss and stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, you meant no harm. I know, I really didn't. I did not mean any harm to those animals. You know, so that's why I wasn't feisty, but I wouldn't test an alligator, you know? It's probably the texture of the back. Yeah, no, that's exactly what, that's literally what my roommate said. He was like, yeah, it might just be like the moss got caught on the texture of like the alligator's back. And when they come out the water, it just sits on there, you know? So, yeah. But the texture of the back, it resembles the wood, if that's what you mean. Yeah, for sure. But how's your day going? It's going good? And also, guys, I'll be delivering readings today, so feel free to just message me. I'm doing same day delivery today, Saturday. Be in house, resting my legs. I just walked. The actual trail was like 7.1 miles. But from the start of the trail to the parking lot, that's an additional like mile, and it's not just in my head. It's actually like on the steps. It's like at least like another mile or so to the car. I'm going to have a fatter nap. It's going good. I just had a fab meal. I'm going to have a fatter nap. Oh my God. What did you eat? If it's anything involving fufu, I love it. I love fufu. But I don't know if they make that where you are in Africa. Do they make fufu? Okay, so in South Africa, we have something called kota, quarter. What's that? Is it like meat, or is it like, what is it like? Kota. I'm gonna Google that. Kota. Kota, food, South African. Spatlo or Kota stuffed bread of South Africa, a massive sandwich, a conglomeration of multiple ingredients stuffed into a quarter loaf. Oh, that's why they call it a quarter loaf. So it's a quarter loaf of bread. Shit, my bad. So it's a quarter loaf of bread, hence the name. Then things like chips, sausage, and all kinds of things are added depending on the price you buy. Oh, okay. We have something like that in Miami. I was like, we do though. I'm Googling it though, it looks fire. Hold on. Let me see. I have my spot depending on what part of Africa you're in is a massive sandwich. You explained it very well, very well. It is street food combining elements of the Polo cuisine of South Africa, theatrical pickle, introduced by South Asian indentured servants, migrants, sausages. You said, yeah, sausages brought to South Africa by Russian Jews in the late 19th century. The Dutch, the addition of flame-roasted meats, the fried potatoes that go wherever. Damn, that sounds fire. Let me look at this picture. Could you imagine if they explained a dish like that as they served it, though? That would be crazy, right? You would actually know what you're eating. So the higher price, the more things you get inside your quarter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Italy, they have like, is that kind of like a calzone, or? No, it's not. No, it's not. I see it. No, it's not. It's not like a calzone at all. Let's see. Damn. So like this? What? Listen, guys, I have a Taurus moon, so like I like discovering new foods and shit. I do. I really do. Look at this. Damn, you had that? You just had that? That looks dope. Oh, wow. Okay. And people make it at home, too. Yeah, this is nice. Look at that. I'd eat something like that. What does your ketchup taste like over there? I wonder if it tastes different because, you know, sometimes ketchups, they're banned from certain countries. Like Heinz ketchup is banned, I think, in like a couple of different countries. Like our standard ketchup that we have here, I guess there's like a certain dye or something that we use in ours that we don't know of. I mean, if we do know, the people who do know of, they just like stay away from it. Then people who don't know, they just, you know, I mean, we just use it like regular ketchup. But the reason why I'm asking that is because I saw the side dish of ketchup there. And I was wondering, I was like, oh, okay, I guess you dip it in ketchup or something like that. But I was like, I wonder how their ketchup tastes like, you know? Anyway, South Africa sounds cool. I wonder if I have any ancestry in South Africa. I don't think it's South Africa. I think it's Northern Africa because it would be Nigeria. And it would be more Northern Africa than anything. We still have Heinz. Heinz, that's what it's called, not Hence. What is that? Anyway, Heinz. I think I put Hertz and Heinz together, and that's why I made that word. I don't know why I was thinking of the rental car company Hertz for some reason. Anyway, we still have Heinz. Okay. All right, that's cool. So just basic Heinz, and unless they leave an ingredient that's not like allowed in your country, it's allowed in ours. But the shit that we allow in our food sometimes, I'm telling you right now, is really bad for you. I just found out that the Nerds Gushers, you know, like there's a certain like red dye that's like made from parasites. Anyway, it's kind of gross. But at the same time, I mean, you know what I mean? Like we eating it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, we're eating it. We haven't died from that yet. But anyway. Oh my God, I saw a TikTok about that. No, I heard about it in person and then saw like a reel about it in person. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. And at first I didn't believe him because I was like, nah, you know, they wouldn't do that. And then he showed me the video of actually how it's made and everything. I was like, what the fuck? So, but the popular brand we use is All Gold. All Gold. Is that like a really popular, that's your version of Heinz? Or I guess depending on how you look at it, right? Like if I was from South Africa, I'd be like, no, that's your version of I get it. You know what I mean? I would feel that way. But I don't know what came first. Where was even, got me thinking of questions. What's your sun sign again? Let's see. It's the popular ketchup we use. It originated in SA, South Africa. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I'm not in North Africa. My lineage is not from North Africa. And funny part is Nigeria's colors are green and white. I didn't know that. Anyway, so I'm wearing green and white. I'm not even kidding. I look crazy right now. Sorry. I bet it. But I'm wearing green and white. So I find it funny. It's green and white when we're talking about it. Anyway, well, this is cool. Official language is English, yes. But what do they speak? I mean, I really need one. Hey, what's up, love? Hi, how are you? Can I get a reading, please? Hi, I'm not doing any free readings, but I am doing paid readings. You're more than welcome to purchase a reading. But if not, feel free to tune back in on Mondays. I only do free tarot on Monday nights only. I never do them on the weekend or any other day, just Monday nights. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my god, funny coincidence. Yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of attracting green and white lately. Leo, Sun, and Moon, Scorpio rising. Leo, Sun, that's why I like you. I like Leo energy and Scorpio energy. I find them to be nice. I like them. And it's funny because they say that Aquarius is not really supposed to like Leos because they say that Leos are like really extravagant and stuff, but you have to understand what I encompass. So I have like, 3 fixed signs, as my major 3. So I have, Aquarius, Pisces cusp, because the 14th is that weird energy. Anyway, so, February 14th, Aquarius, Pisces cusp, and then also Taurus moon, and then I also have a Scorpio rising in conjunction with Sagittarian. So I need like energy or people who think around me or creative around me. Like I need that around me in order for me to feel like at home, like animated, like people a bit. But anyway, which if you look at my family, they're very animated. That's one thing you can't take away from them is their animation. But yeah. That's what I'm getting. I'm just looking at this article on this. Embassy of Nigeria, Sweden. West of Africa bordering the Gulf of Guinea. I don't know who I'd have been if my parents met in Nigeria and I lived in Nigeria. I don't know. I know I probably sound a lot cooler. Probably have a dope accent too. I don't know. Significant contributions in fields including medicine, science, technology, arts, and literature. I have my passport. I could go to Nigeria, but I don't want to go alone. I want to go with like other people. You know what I mean? Anyway, Africa is fucking huge, bro. Why do they make it look so small when it's fucking huge? Anyway, it's so weird. Okay. Oh, Taurus moon, loving to discover food makes sense. Exactly. That's what I was telling you. I was like, exactly. I love discovering food. I like poetry, I like art, I like, it's Taurus. A lot of people don't give Taurus enough credit for being in their little field of music most of the time. You know? They usually have the best food, best music. Taurans. Africa is massive with 4 million countries. What the fuck? Why do they make it seem so small? Hold on. Let's see. Is Africa bigger than the US? I think so. Yes, Africa is significantly larger than the United States, with Africa's land area being more than 3 times the size of the US. What the actual fuck? I'm sorry, I just feel like lied to right now. Hold on. Africa is the second largest continent. Africa is larger than the US, China, India, and most of Europe combined. Sorry. What? This is crazy. That's literally what it says. Dude, what? Damn. Why does Africa look so small on the global map? Africa appears smaller on many world maps due to the Mercator projection? Mercator projection, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. The map projection, developed in 1569 by Gerrit de Cremer, better known as Mercator, is designed to preserve accurate shapes and angles, making it useful for navigation. How does that make sense? However, the Mercator projection distorts the sides of land masses, particularly those far from the equator. So it's kind of like when you have like rearview mirrors and they said objects may appear closer than they... objects may appear closer or some shit than they are. It's like that. But that's like, imagine if I went to Africa thinking that it was the size of Panama. I'd have been like, what? You know what I mean? It's huge. Anyway, my bad. Sorry. I think it's because of the shape. Yeah, but you know what I mean? That's fucked up. Because the United States seems so large on I just feel lied to. But I know I wasn't lied to, I just wasn't taught about it. It's kind of like, you know, like when somebody's like, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. Do you think they lied to you? That's weird, right? Because then you're like, no, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. Like, what would that lie in the category of? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah, the other continents are more spread out for some reason. Exactly. I was like, yeah, you know, but you know, that time, the 1500s were fucked up, okay? For the most part, all right? It's pretty fucked up. 1500s was pretty fucked up, all right? 1600s, 1700s, you get kind of progressive, but like, we didn't really get progressive on 1900s, really, I feel like in my mind. We didn't really get progressive with some things. But hopefully they make an accurate map. Let me see if they got like an accurate map. Accurate World War map. World War? What the fuck? What the fuck? Accurate world map. Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, so here, when you get the accurate one, because look at this one, okay? Look at this one. I don't know if you have Walmart over there or not, but Walmart's like a place that we go over here. Anyway, so it's like lower cost items and stuff like that, and it's actually a pretty convenient store. You know, usually people go to, but most people get bougie and they want to go to Target, you know, or somewhere else, like the feel of things. But anyway, so this is Africa there, but tell me how this, I mean, then you're like, well, it does look bigger, but then you look at Asia, and then you look also at China, you know what I mean? We have our versions of Walmart and Walgreens and Target. Oh, so you know what Walmart is. There was somebody that I talked to that didn't know what Walmart was. I had a Paris Hilton moment. Do you know what I'm talking about? Here, I'll show you. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's paused, that's why. Okay. All right, so let me see. You said yes? Yeah. All right, that's cool. All right, so yeah, so they have like Walmart and shit. So I want to show you the Simple Life thing though. I had this moment with somebody. I'm about to show you is in the vault of pop culture.
What's up, you guys? I just got vegetable
Oh,
fruits,
okay. Not
these
this.
two
I don't
briskets,
know.
all paid for with this card.
Well, that's not. I don't sponsor that. Hold on. Clearly.
It's like they sell wall stuff?
No.
Hold on. You need to hear the whole thing, but I hate that this is like, I hate that they do these shorts things. You know what I mean? Sometimes I really do. Okay.
I don't know. What is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff? No. What is it?
You know what's so funny is then she ended up developing a line like years later that ended up making like millions of like dollars. I'm not even kidding. And it's her cookware. And it's adorable. But she ended up making like tons of money off of that retail store. So she was actually serious. So yeah, she ended up doing. She's an Aquarius. Is she asking if they sell walls at Walmart? Yes, because imagine if you never heard of Walmart. If you never heard of Walmart and you grew up like in Beverly Hills and stuff and people kind of like went shopping for you and you never like really, you don't know what it is. Like genuinely, you just don't know what it is. She was asking them a serious ass question. She was like, what's Walmart? Like she was like, what is it? Like she was actually asking them a serious question. She didn't know because you have to understand she grew up in like a completely different world. And it's not like, oh, I would to like have pity and don't laugh at her. But like at the same time, it's like she didn't know. Like she really didn't know. It's like us. It's like vice versa. Like let's just say I didn't know what Gucci was. Okay. And I'm like, what is that? Is that like a candy store or something? Or is that like a type of liquor? Like what's Gucci? Like is that like a form of Noki? You know, like they spell it with a G? Like, you know what I mean? If you didn't know what it was, if you didn't know it was a clothing store, if you didn't know it was like, you know, if you didn't know what it was, okay? But maybe something a little more exclusive or something that only rich people would go to. Mostly, some people go to Tiffany and Co. Only rich people go to shit. Because even where rich people are, poor people are as well. So it's funny. So like whether you're like participating in their fun or you're helping them with their fun or serving or something like that, that you're gonna find out about these places. But where do the rich people go? They usually go to their house most of the time. They go to each other's houses a lot. And all of them spend like a lot of their money decking their own houses out. It's actually a really sad life of isolation. But, you know, it is most of the time. But they usually just visit each other's houses. What else do they do? They go shopping for cars a lot. Let's see. Trying to think of a store that they wouldn't know, like no one even hears about. Guys, I don't know, because everybody knows about it. There's a thing about, it's so funny because here's the thing about quote unquote poor people, right? Is that we actually do have an awareness of the things that we want to obtain. So like we do have an awareness of like Balenciaga, we do have an awareness of that, but we have this sort of limitation within our mindset that translates to the physicality, which is like, oh, we won't be able to do that, or I'm not going to be able to go into that store. But once you conquer that fear and you just honestly just walk through the store, even if they stop you and check you and do the BS and everything like that, you still go through the store and you still walk through it and you still feel like, yeah, there's a part of me that does belong here, but my wallet is not, but I'm still walking around and I'm window shopping and I'm fine. There's a part of you that does that. It's almost like this self-belief, do you deserve it or not, based off of the monetary value you carry, which is interesting. Stores are interesting to walk into. Whether you have money, I've walked into stores with no money, and then I've walked into stores with like a lot of money. I've walked into, you know what I mean? So it's like, I've noticed the differences, and it's mainly me. It's mainly my own energy, you know? But anyway, you know, like in my own sense of like, oh, I can get this or I can get that or whatever, but versus like, oh, when you switch that perspective of like, okay, I'm literally just window shopping, that is something that I would like. And if I don't get that monetary value when this is on sale or when this is, then I'll get something else that's similar, but way better, potentially. You know, maybe this is just a delay. And then sometimes you get like really down about and you're like, oh, fuck, like, I can't buy anything, I can do nothing. And it's natural because you live in this reality where like monetary fucking value is a lot. It's worth a lot, right? Unless you talk to some real people. But anyway. All right, guys, it looks like no one's wanting a paid read this morning, or at least on live stream, or maybe it's a little bit too early, but I am going to be available for paid readings. I was going to do same-day delivery, but I don't think I'm going to do same-day delivery. I was, but I'm not. I'm not going to now. I'm just going to post about it, and if anybody wants a reading, you want a reading. If not, I think I've waited kind of like long enough. So anyway, if you guys would like a reading or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. If not, it's fine. I'll see you guys or talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good day. Bye.